So this is the code for lesson 29's assignment. This is the server that's on the Pico W. I import the necessary items, the pin, I2C, PWM, socket, network time. I do have a secrets folder. I didn't want to accidentally show anybody my Wi-Fi credentials while I'm doing these videos. And then the screen library. Set up the pins for the LED, and I did use them as PWM pins because I used all the colors we had used previously. Set all the pins to 0 so the LED starts off. Set up the pins for the screen, and then set up the Wi-Fi. And then here's my secrets. It operates a little different than yours, but it works. Hook up to the Wi-Fi display that we're waiting to connect on the screen while we're hooking up. Get all the Wi-Fi info once we hook up. Clear the screen, and then start in the the first while true loop, where we wait for basically print out that the UDP server is up and waiting. Get the IP address and the port on the screen. Wait for the message. Once you get the message, decode the message. Print message received from, and the message on the screen. I'll show you all that when I'm showing you it working. And then basically a whole lot of another while true loops with a whole lot of if statements, deciding what the decoded message was. If it's red, for each color it sets the brightness levels for R bright, G bright, and B bright. And then creates a data string for returning to the client. And then at the end, if none of these if statements break out, there's a data string that sends the request back. It says received but not valid with no action taken, and then breaks out of that while loop. After that, you just set the duties for the 3 LED channels, and then encode the data string, whichever one is chosen, and send it back to the client. And then we take a 3-second delay, and then it just starts up here again saying that the server is online and waiting. Now I'll show you the client side, and that's basically the same program we had done in the first class, except I changed the inputs a little bit, or the command or the prompts a little bit to be more specific. And those are the codes. So this is the setup. Just have the Pico, the OLED screen, the RGB LED, and then I actually have one of these bread vaults that I'm using as a battery to make mobile. So now I'll turn it on. You can see the startup process. It says waiting to connect. And then once it's connected, it just says UDP server online and waiting, gives the IP address and the port. So now I'll put my little diffuser over the LED, and then I'll come over here and show you. This is the client. I'll start it, and then we'll just type in red, and then I'll show you as I hit enter. Turns red, it says message received red, gives the IP address, and then after 3 seconds it goes back to waiting. So I'll just do yellow, message received yellow. I have all the different colors. I don't show you back and forth, I'll just show them to you. So green, blue, cyan, magenta, orange, wait. And then I have the error message. So if I type in silver, you see I'm typing in silver up there. What you get is silver, but then you got the message request silver received, but not valid, no action taken. And then the last command that I have programmed is off right there. Turns it off. So that's it.